Hey, what's up, everyone? The Dan Stanley here, and I am back in NBA 2K22. Just a few more weeks until 2K23 comes out, so that's pretty exciting. But in today's video, what I'm going to be doing is seeing how quickly a fully maxed out player, 99 on all the attributes, 80 badges, as you can see there, all of them Hall of Fame that can be Hall of Fame. And I'm going to see how quickly this guy, by the name of Lewis Carr, can defeat Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's scoring record. So for those who may not know, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar is the all-time leader in points scored in NBA, and it's 38,387. I had to double check that because I knew it was in the 38,000s, but I couldn't remember the exact number. But yeah, that's what we're going to find out here is how quickly he can break that record. Now, you might also be able to see right here is that the rest of the league is total garbage. So I'm fully stacking the deck in this guy's favor to see how quickly he can rack up all these points. So not just on his team, which is the Atlanta Hawks, and I did do a fantasy draft, random draft order, so I wasn't, shout out to the Atlanta Hawks fans out there who might be watching this. It's actually funny. One of the other videos I did was landed on the Atlanta Hawks as well. So no bias there. I'm actually a Cavs fan. But yeah, so Atlanta Hawks are going to have this guy for at least 6 years. And then, hopefully he can break the record in that time. That'd be pretty insane if he could, because it took Kareem like 20 years to do that. But yeah, the rest of the league is just god awful. So that's what we're dealing with here. Oh, wait, okay. Who are these guys? Oh, okay, so these are the G League players that snuck in. That's fine. I'm okay with it, because, like, the second best player in the NBA is a 74 overall. I guess that's okay. But yeah, I guess the G League guys are still out here. And they're not on any of the teams yet. So that's interesting. But yeah, so that's what we're dealing with right now. A lot of 40 overall players, and then one guy who is a 99 overall. And then also, I went and made a draft class that's also a bunch of 40 overall players as well. And everyone else is 5'4". And as you can see, our guy Lewis Carr here is 7'7", center / point guard. So he should be able to rack up the points very, very easily. But I'm just gonna simulate a bunch of seasons, and I'll catch up with you at the end of each one and see where our guy's at in terms of the scoring ranking. But yeah, this should be fun to see how quickly he can break the all-time scoring record. Let's go. All right, here we are at the end of season 1, and get used to this screen because you're gonna be seeing it a lot. Obviously, he was the most valuable player. I did not turn off fatigue and stamina. I thought about doing that and having him play every minute, every game. I'm sure he averaged a ridiculous amount of minutes per game as well. But as you can see there, 61.8 points, 52.3 rebounds. He somehow got 8.7 assists. I don't know who he was passing to, but he still ended up with a bunch of assists, which is crazy. And then 2.5 steals and 2.5 blocks a game. I feel like those numbers should have been a little bit higher, the steals and blocks, but maybe he wasn't as aggressive on that end there. And also a little disappointing that his field goal percentage is only 61%. Now, granted, I'm sure he had to shoot a lot of shots to get there. But yeah, that's a little disappointing that his percentages aren't higher. I mean, I think like DeAndre Jordan had like a season where he like shot 73% or something ridiculous like that. So with that point total, he is going to be reaching that all-time scoring record by like 7.5 seasons. I did the math. So that's kind of what we have to look forward to here. Let's see. He did average 43.7 minutes per game, which makes sense. So, still pretty good there. And obviously his team went undefeated. Yeah, so 5,070 points overall. Did he not play every game? Okay, no, he did. All right. Obviously, exciting stuff there to see at the end of the season. Obviously, Rookie of the Year. This guy who got 6th Man of the Year. You'll see the rebound numbers are going to be insane because no one can make a shot, which means just everyone's rebounding. Yeah, 82-0, obviously. Did anybody So you know what's funny here is you saw all those G League guys at the beginning earlier, like they were like 74 overall in that range. None of them got signed to teams. So everyone was totally cool with just rolling with all these 40s, which is really really funny because you would think somebody would be here on the All NBA teams. It's not complete garbage, but that's how it was. So let's just roll through the playoffs here. Obviously, Atlanta's gonna roll to an easy win here. We're not here for the playoffs. We're here for the season totals because that's all that really matters towards this as well. Yeah, we'll jump right into the next season, and then I'll see you at the end of that one so we can see how he's doing for the all-time scoring list. All right, here we are at the end of year 2, and he is slowing down his scoring efforts. Don't know what's going on with that. Shooting a lower percentage basically everywhere except for the free throw line that he did last year. So that's weird. Let's take a look at his career points so far. Still 9,276. So he scored almost 800 points fewer than he did the year before, which is weird. Maybe that means that some of those guys that were like 70 overall or whatever actually entered the league, so maybe it's a little bit harder to score. But yeah, there's one of them. There's Brian Moncrief. We talked about him briefly earlier before. So maybe that's what's going on. Just the league got a little bit better. I didn't mess with the progression of any of the other players as well. So you got guys that are progressing a little bit here, 43 overall. There's Brian at 75 overall. So maybe that's all it is. It's just the league's got a little bit better. But still, though, averaging 50 points a season is still going to get you pretty far. Maybe that'd be a fun thing to do is just like look at the all-time scoring list at the end of every season to see where he's at. All right, so he's not in the top 100 yet, but he will probably be there at the end of year 4. All right, season 3 in the books. Let's see where our guy's at in terms of career scoring. Another 50 point per game season. Again, you can see it's steadily declining a little bit, although his rebounds are up a little bit this season as well. I totally glossed over the fact he had a triple-double last season, which is interesting. But this is his best scoring percentage, his best shooting percentage season overall. So that's interesting as well. But yeah, let's jump into, let's see. Yeah, I set 13,000 career points. So still got another 20,000 to go to reach our guy, the captain, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. All right, at the end of season 4, and his slowest scoring output to date so far, less than 50 points a game, which is just really disappointing. Come on, man, are you even trying right now? And he's up to 17,483 points. So that we'll see at the end of this where that ranks all time. All right, so after 4 seasons, he's already 89 in overall points scored. If he does another 5,000 points, let's see, he should bump up to, where is that going to put him at? In the 30s and like 20 area. So that's pretty crazy to think about. That he could be like around Kevin Durant after 5 seasons. All right, so here we are at the end of season 5, and he's back up over the 50 point a game mark. So I was really worried there for a second. Thought he was losing his touch, but he's back at it. Let's see where he's at the end of this season. So he's got 21,294 points. So not quite what I was expecting. Looks like he's definitely, yeah, still, all right, so more points per game. Did he not play every game then? Yeah, so he only played 76 games that season. He only played, oh, those are his double-doubles. He only played 80 a couple of years ago. That's interesting. I did not turn injuries off. I thought about it again, but he's got like a 99 durability on everything. I didn't think it would affect him at all. Maybe they sat him because they were so far up. I don't know if they do that in this game. But yeah, still, you know, doing really, really well, of course. So let's see. That's 5 seasons into it. He's gonna be definitely top 40 overall points. All right, so I did not expect this. Somehow the Atlanta Hawks have been eliminated. I need to look at the rest of the league to see what's going on here. Who put together a team capable of beating the only 99 overall player in the league. That's really, really interesting. Let's see. Who'd they lose to? Philadelphia. Who was on their team? Yeah, I don't understand this at all. They got did did Lewis get injured? Is that what happened? Yeah, he must have got hurt. That's crazy. All right, well that's the only reason why it could have happened. But yeah, he's 38 all time after 5 seasons. One more season should bump him up into the top 20, most likely. As long as he doesn't keep getting hurt. All right, 6 seasons in, obviously still the MVP here. One of his better scoring averages so far at 54 points per game. That should help his overall totals as well. Let's jump down here to see where he is at. 25,755. So pretty good. I think that's good enough for top, maybe not top 20 yet. Certainly top 25, I think. But yeah, pretty good after 6 seasons. And yeah, he looks like he must have played the entire season. Yeah, he did. So definitely better than last season as far as that goes. That was his last year of his contract, though. So it'll be interesting to see what happens if he does move on in free agency. I would be shocked if Atlanta let him go, but I'm not going to prevent it. I'm just going to see what happens. All right, so he stuck around. No issue there. Signed another huge deal, only for 4 more seasons, but that should be good enough to get to the all-time record. I forgot to check the where he stood at the end of that season, so let's see right here. Yeah, top 20 now. All right, so 19, just past Vince Carter. So yeah, should be any moment now. Should be able to get it at the end of next season, I think, as long as he keeps scoring the way he has been. Maybe not though. That'll get him. It'll get him into the 30s at the end of this season. So probably 3 more years total, which is still insane, given how long it took Kareem to get there. 7 seasons in now, and that's his second highest scoring output so far. 57.5 points a game. That's pretty crazy. I thought things were going to be slowing down at this point, thinking that the league should be getting steadily better, but not bad at all. Second highest scoring average so far. Let's see where that puts him at. Yeah, 30,000 points. So yeah, actually should be like 2 more seasons of that sort of thing. So by year 9, he should be able to get to that point. I'm sure he has already topped the rebound list as well, averaging like 40 a season. Let's see where that puts him all time. And he is number 8 all time now. So just a short list left to go to get to number 1. And I mean, if he really tries hard, he could potentially. No, he won't get there this season. Yeah, probably 2 more years of this, and then yeah, like I said, I'm curious to see where he's at in the all-time. So he's number 3 overall for 3-pointers made, which is funny as well. Let's see where it puts him all-time in rebounds. Oh yeah, he's way beyond that at this point. So yeah, at the end, after he gets the scoring record, I'll see where he's at all-time in all the other lists to see what happens there. So yeah, probably just 2 more years of this. All right, 8 seasons in the books now, and here we are at the end of that one. Scored 53 points a game this season. That'll put him where 34,673. So yeah, actually, I don't know if he's gonna get there at the end of the season. Maybe not. That would be, let's see, if he does 4,000 more points. Okay, so that would get him there. So as long as he doesn't get hurt, he should be able to get to that at the end of next season. But it's close. I mean, he might still not be able to get there after that amount of time, which would be really, really crazy. I think what this does best is just puts in perspective how insane Kareem really was. The guy could just score on everyone. Somehow has gotten underrated in like the GOAT discussion, is how amazing he was. And yeah, he's still only number 4 all time. But the gap is a lot closer, obviously. So yeah, just like 3,800 points away from getting to number 1. So you should be able to get there at the end of the season as long as nothing crazy happens. All right, so this could be it. 48 points a game. Cutting it kind of close. If he's kept scoring 50 points a game, that might be a shoe-in. Is he going to need one more season to do this? Nope. Okay, cool. So that was it. So 9 seasons, and I'll prove it to you at the end of this one if you don't remember. But yeah, it took him 9 seasons as the only great player in the NBA. 99 and everything, Hall of Fame badges galore, and the rest of the league being complete garbage. It took him that long to get there. But yeah, once again, that's the crazy thing about what Kareem did is he did it, against real NBA players. And it took him like 20 seasons to get there. And he had one of the most unstoppable, maybe the most unstoppable shot of all time as well. So that just puts things in context a little bit closer. And there it is. Lewis Carr, 38,622 points at the end of it after 9 seasons. He is only second in field goals made. That's because he shot like 60% from the field every season. So his efficiency helped him out there. Number 1 all time in 3-pointers made as well, which is funny. And of course, this is not including the real life last season where Steph Curry passed Ray Allen, which is funny. I don't know who this is. That's interesting. That's funny. And then he's 4th all time in free throws. Obviously, number 1 in rebounds by a lot. He is he anywhere on the assist leader? He doesn't even rank on the assist leaderboard, which I guess makes sense if he has had those bad teammates the entire time. It takes a lot longer to get that many assists. He's 27th all time in blocks. Again, that's another thing that takes a while to get up to that point. And also 17th all time when it comes to steals. So that's pretty impressive. Obviously, if I simulated the rest of his career, he should be able to get to the top of all of those, but that's not why we're here. We're just here to see him get all those points. But yeah, that's it. So it took him 9 seasons of being, just an unstoppable force in a really bad NBA to get to that point. So yeah, this was a lot of fun. I appreciate you watching, and I will catch you in the next one.